Hi, I'm Father McHale.
And I'm Old Dirty Pastor.
This is Surviving Hard Mode on Xbox 360, episode number something, and it has to do with, selecting a good position for your home. And we thought we'd start by showing you where we're at here on our map. Pastor and me were just talking about how one of the things that's important to us, and I'll let him go about it.
What's that?
Being here on...
How we build next to the border?
Yeah.
The south border. It doesn't matter if you're on the south, north, east, or west border of the map, but the reason we selected that location is because if you're ever without your map, you could just kind of walk around the border until you find where you can recognize where your house will be. And then that's an easy way to find home, rather than walking through the middle of the map, going in every which way direction.
Some other things we take in mind when we're selecting position is really our proximity to resources. Without doing any work, how much food and that type of stuff are we around? So, if we're in a given area like here, let's say our house isn't here, how much work do we have to do to get food? Or to get wood? Or to get, water, fish, those type of things? And in a place like this, you can see we have grass everywhere because we're in some type of grasslands tundra. Or not tundra, sorry, grasslands biome. And when you look around here, we figure we can get seed to farm with. We can get mushrooms from there. We can get vines, wood. You just saw a sheep. Pastor just killed a pig. Apples from the trees. There's a cow up there for some reason. And so really it's one of these things where when you're going to select, you can see we also have some sugarcane down here. That we selected an area where without doing any work whatsoever, we can get food. We don't have to climb down a mountain. We don't have to swim across water. All we have to do is walk out the door and there'll be food here if we needed it for some reason.
So we were lucky enough to find a pretty prime location to build.
Yeah, but relatively close. I mean, we like swamp biomes anyway because they're kind of cool with the vines and stuff. But really, they also offer up a bunch of stuff that you can't really get in other places. Another thing to keep in mind, gosh, I'm going to starve to death here, would be to really explore in every direction. You want to be able to get to all different biomes from pretty close to your house without going too far. For example, for us, we can be in those big mountains in either direction. We can get to snow biome if we need to. The desert's close to us, just north there. And really, we have a high degree of mobility. Another thing to keep in mind would be, your proximity to a really good mine shaft. How quickly can you get yourself into, a deep-ass mine? We, of course, have one in our house. But... it's something you want to keep in mind. And I can show you, we have mines all over this area. I'm afraid to try to get in the gate because it always takes me 10 tries.
Yeah, it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's one of the safest ways we've
yeah, but
to trap ourselves in with. So safe we can't even get in. There you go. One out of those 30 watermelons did it.
It was actually 30 that I threw.
Will you let me in, bud?
Oh yeah, my fault.
Thank you.
And we can show you the kind of mine shaft you want to make sure you have access to. I mean, you don't want to skimp on something like that because, I don't know, it's Minecraft. And so you want to make sure you can get down there. And we can show you. Ours literally connects to an abandoned mine shaft, which is huge. I mean, if you're going to survive hard mode, we always talk about watermelon slices. But you want to be able to get to watermelon pretty quickly. I don't know, I just think it's easiest, then you can stop fussing with everything else.
Yeah, watermelon seeds are only found in abandoned mine shafts inside their chests.
Well, yeah, I don't know if we ever told everybody that.
I don't think we have. So for those that don't know, that's the only source of finding watermelon seeds.
You can see we can go in pretty much every direction from our house and we can get ourselves into some pretty serious mine shafts. Or caves.
Kind of lagging behind you there, buddy. Not
yeah,
lagging,
sorry.
but just kind of lost you.
I don't even know why I'm taking everybody out here other than I figured I would just show them. Everybody's seen the inside of a cave before, I'm assuming, but...
Not this one.
Yeah, true that. God, I don't even remember where to go. It's been so long since I was down here. Do you remember how to get to the actual mine shaft?
You're almost there. Actually, I think we should have went this way.
There's a skeleton over there, so I didn't want to deal with him.
There's a creeper.
He's so brave.
If I'm not mistaken, it should be closer to over where we're at here.
Oh, I see it.
Yep,
Cool.
we're here. I went a little further than I should have had to. Here's part of it. There we go.
So if you guys have never been in one of these shafts before, I don't know, they're dynamite for resources, man. And you almost always will hit a mob spawn in them, which is an added bonus.
That is definitely an added bonus. It's always nice to find a mob spawn.
And so we found massive ones like this, but if you can't get to one of these quickly from wherever your house is, then you definitely want to reconsider where you've built at. You know, if you're going to be in some place for the long haul, you want to make sure that it's something that's connected so you can go to every place you need to go from within your home. Basically, you don't want to have to travel overland if it's not absolutely necessary. You want to be able to do everything underground as much as possible in places where you're in control, as opposed to having to worry about what might come out from, I don't know, cracks in the walls. From all the horrors of the night.
One of the best parts about exploring a mine shaft and mining your way through it or around it or near it is if you ever run out of torches, there's plenty of like wood planks here that you could just easily convert into sticks, and then obviously on the ground here there's a ton of coal, so then you don't even need a crafting table. But if you wanted to build one, I mean, there's, like I said, there's planks here, so it's like got everything you almost need. Not everything, but close to everything you'll need.
What I was just trying to show you there is whenever you're in these mine shafts, if you hit a dead end, I always mine into all the walls around me. And in this case, you saw I hit this one above me, where it turned out that there was another one directly above me. Ow, but there's things attacking me. Oh god. Pain.
Yeah, these things are massive. You'll think you found the end, and then, like he said, you just kind of mine through the wall, and all of a sudden there's like a whole new tunnel system. A lot of the time there's tracks on the ground, but I think we've picked a lot of that up.
I'm sure we have. We've been through this one before. But I guess we've gotten kind of off track. I know this video was short, and I think we hit the important things, and that's really making sure you're in close proximity to those high resources. You can tell we've only been down here a moment and how much resources we would have come across. I'm of course using a golden pickaxe, so I can't do squat, but...
So yeah, when you start a new world, make sure you find a location that's ideal to you. Like we said in the beginning, we kind of picked on the coastline because it was just kind of easy to navigate back to the coast and find a recognizable location of where we were staying. I mean, that could get kind of rough if you're building in the middle of the map, especially if you're on survival. Hard, normal, or easy mode with bad guys chasing you the whole time. So just try to make sure you find a recognizable area to build, and hopefully you'll luck out like we did and have all kinds of access to the different biomes, such as the swamp biome nearby. The snow biome isn't too far from us, and we had a pretty good food source outside as well.
And you know what? Where we set up our home wasn't where we first stopped. You know, we had lived in a few different holes for the first couple of nights until we really got to a spot where it was worth building a home, and then it turned out that was going to be our final home. So don't get too settled in. You know, if you're feeling like you have to do work to eat and do things like that, then you probably want to find another biome, because you don't want to spend all your time, mining food and stuff like that. You want to be doing other things as much as possible. I mean, there's more fun things in the game than just running outside and trying to find a sheep to kill or something like that.
Like falling down in these mine shafts and not knowing where you're at. That's always fun.
Yeah, we'll be lost down here for like 2 hours after we finish this video.
Well, we got our trusty maps.
Oh yeah, true, I have one too. But I guess without drawing it out anymore, we figured we would just show you, give you some of our thoughts. Of course, maybe some of you will have questions, because we probably forgot things. Maybe I'll hit Pastor with a pick 10 more times.
That sounds good. Maybe I'll get lost deeper into this mine shaft. About 10 more blocks.
But in any case, I guess I'm Father Mikhail.
And I'm Old Dirty Pastor.
And we'll see you guys next time.